Let's take a look at a commercial or civilian MRE, meal ready to eat, from Meal Kit Supply. This one is menu number 5, beef ravioli and meat sauce. And it was packed on the 300th day of 2015. We have a peelable seal fail here. This one has the inner wrapping too, also marked 5300, 300th day of 2015. We have the beef ravioli and meat sauce, and the sleeve for that has the nutrition facts and the ingredients. Let's have a side of black beans and a seasoned sauce with a date code of 5232, 232nd day of 2015. Beef ravioli is 236th day of 2015, 5236. Crackers, plain cheese spread, cocoa beverage powder. These are the nutrition facts and the ingredients for the black beans and a seasoned sauce. Lemon lime beverage base powder, chocolate pudding dessert powder, Flameless ration heater, and an accessory pack. Which includes napkin, brown MRE spoon, coffee creamer, and sugar, salt and pepper, and a moist towelette. We'll heat up the entree on the side. I'm going to add a little bit of water first, since I'm doing 2 pouches. It takes about 40 milliliters. Put 1 pouch on top of the heating elements. And allow the water to get into the heating elements before putting the second pouch in. Make sure they're activated. This seems to be going pretty good now. I'll put the second pouch in on the other side of the heating elements. Pull the top over. Put it in the sleeve. And prop it at an angle on a rock or something, about 10-15 minutes. Now we'll see what else we have. After the crackers and cheese, pretty much everything seems to need water for mixing. See if we have a hiss from this one. Pretty good. A little bit broken up in here. And the cheese spread is pretty hard. I'm going to knead it for probably about 30 seconds. That should do. I actually slip the cheese spread into the pouch of the heater. warm that up a little bit too. The chocolate dessert powder, which takes 4 ounces of water. You're supposed to actually pour the water in here and shake it up in this bag. Dessert powders are one of the things that are the hardest things to mix up in MRE. But I'll give it a try. You want to give this a really good shake and make sure that you get in the corners. And it does say on the pouch to shake it for 60 seconds and finish stirring with a spoon. I definitely recommend going pretty close to the full amount of time. And you have instant pudding. Which, as you can see, since I didn't stir it with a spoon, there is some that's not mixed in there. There's a little bit left in there, but I think it's going to pretty much fill up that compartment. And although you do have the spoon, my best advice for getting at the rest of this is just tearing the pouch itself open. Because you really want to make sure you get all your pudding. It's all down in there. But that can tend to get a little bit messy. Next we'll do the lemon lime beverage base powder, which takes 12 ounces of water. Give that a good stir. And the cocoa beverage powder. It's going to be shaken up right inside this bag here. Let's take 6 ounces of water. Water can be hot or cold. I prefer mine cold. Stir it up and give it a good shake. Now the coffee. I'm going to add the creamer and the sugar. Obviously you can have black coffee, or you can make it black and add the other things to your taste. Nice instant coffee smell. It just leaves us with our entree inside, and of course I forgot to have the cheese sauce in here, the cheese spread in here, which is now a sauce. And I kind of squished that around a little bit. I would definitely recommend eating just one pouch per flameless ration heater. This is, they're both warm, but I would definitely like to have them warmer than they are. But it is what it is. I think it might be better to put the one pouch into the flameless ration heater and just put the other one next to it. That might make it more effective. But it is the beef ravioli and meat sauce. You can kind of see it's has that look of a cold pasta. I almost took the extra step and was going to add this to these boiling water, but I figured we'll just go with it as it is. So as you can see, it definitely looks very much like a canned pasta product, a canned ravioli. And it's pretty much what we're going to expect from it. We'll check out the black beans and seasoned sauce. There's not really all that much of a smell coming off of this. It kind of smells like canned beans, maybe canned refried beans. We'll have to see what the seasoned sauce tastes like. And that's what we'll do. We'll try this out. Ravioli, they're these little mini raviolis. And they get, I guess they're beef raviolis, so they're going to have meat inside of them. And they do have a good amount of meat in the sauce itself. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect from a canned ravioli. Let's take a look inside of one of these if possible. And apparently that's supposed to be a meat filling. The filling itself doesn't taste particularly beefy. It certainly isn't full of meat. I guess, yeah, it's kind of like a grayish... I guess it does kind of look like it could be meat. It does taste a little bit different from a cheese ravioli. Obviously having the meat sauce is a big help. So this is good. It would definitely be better if it was warmer, but you know, that was how it came out of the FRH, and that's just how I'm going to eat it. It's kind of a luxury to have hot food in the field, but if you can't have this hot, this certainly isn't a terrible thing to have to eat. See some onion in there. Not really a lot in the sauce other than the red of the tomato sauce and the beef. Now we'll see how the seasoned sauce is on the black beans. Not the most exciting thing in the world. It tastes like black beans and sort of like in that sauce that you would find in a can of black beans. And I guess it does have a little bit of flavor to it. It's not spicy or anything, but I think it's a little bit better than if it was just plain old beans. Looks like in addition to the black beans, we have tomato paste, ancho pepper concentrate with red chili pepper puree, ancho powder, salt and corn oil. A bunch of other things, some garlic and onion way down at the bottom, onion powder I should say, roasted garlic powder, cumin, salt, and black pepper. So, there's nothing terribly exciting, but it's also not bad either. This meal doesn't come with any hot sauce. Now, obviously, if you're on the field and found this pretty bland, if you happen to have your own hot sauce with you, I think that would be good on both of these. Try that cheese and crackers. I think we know what to expect from those. And that's what you get. It's a very salty, processed cheese product. A cheese whiz kind of thing. If it's something that you're not into, then you won't like it, but I'm okay with it. Let's just wash some of this down with the coffee. I'm gonna say I'm not a coffee drinker, but doing all these coffees for the reviews, I'm starting to not hate it so much. Obviously this isn't going to be the highest because this isn't like a Starbucks kind of thing, but for instant coffee I think it's okay. As you go after the coffee, we'll do the cocoa beverage powder drink, which is always nice. Old MRE standby. I'll try the chocolate pudding, which, like I said, obviously it's just an instant pudding. Not much to look at, but it's got some sweetness to it. Looks like that and the cocoa beverage are the sweetest things in this meal. It tastes pretty good for something that you just add a few ounces of water to and shake up. We have the lemon lime beverage. You can see it's got a little bit of cloudiness on the top. And there's some little floaties down at the bottom too that didn't quite mix. That's nice and sweet, citrusy, like a Kool-Aid, Gatorade type of a thing. That's about all there is to this one. It's pretty good. This was a MRE from Meal Kit Supply. Menu number 5, beef ravioli and meat sauce. Yeah, like I said, this doesn't come with any hot sauce, but you do have salt and pepper if you find this to be a little bit bland. I'm just going to add a little bit. Let's see how that changes the taste. I'll put some in the beans too. Salt and pepper are pretty much the most common condiments in the world, I would guess, and they do what they're supposed to do. They add a little saltiness and a little bit of pepper to it. Also going to add a little bit of the cheese spread. Like I said, this meal is what it is, but you do have options. If you wanted, you could certainly mix the beans in with the ravioli. I'm sure that would change the taste too. This will give it a little cheesy ravioli kind of a flavor. It's a good idea, especially if you're eating these on a regular basis and they do get boring. It's nice to be able to change it up a little bit. Even just the salt and pepper, it does add something to it. And I had mentioned that the beans are kind of bland. They do have that sauce, but they're not terribly flavorful. So adding some cheese definitely kicks that up a little bit. Yeah, I guess the last thing we can do, if you're still not really into this, finding it kind of bland and boring, put some crackers in here. A la Gundog 4314. And add a whole nother level. Now you have crunchy, cracker-coated beef ravioli. There's nothing wrong with that either. Pretty good. So thank you for watching.